Hello everyone, welcome back to the tutorial for Python. Today we'll learn another two interesting concepts in Python, that is variable and the mathematical operations. So now that we have Python installed in our system and we know what exactly is the Python shell, let us do some complex programming with it. But first we'll start with the simpler ones, of course. So what we'll be talking about in this video is about the variables and the mathematical operations. So Python supports almost all of the mathematical operations, and majorly being this one. So plus is used for addition, minus for subtraction, star for multiplication, and slash for division. Python also uses percentage for modulus, that is remainder. And Python uses double star for power operator. So 5 squared will give me 25, and in Python it is done by putting 5 double star and 2. So let us see how it's being done in Python quickly. So let me start the Python shell and let me run few simple calculations in it. So 12 multiplied with 5 will bring me 60. And if I want to run power operator, then 3 to the power of 2 shall bring me 9. That is correct. And if I want the cube of 3, then 3 to the power of 3, which will bring me 27. And to see the remainder operations, so let me take an example. 5 divided by 2 gives me the quotient of 2.5. But for integers, 5 divided by 2 gives me the remainder of 1. So 5 divided by 2 with the modulus operator, it should give me the remainder of 1. So this is how Python mathematical operators work. Coming back to the variable. So what exactly is a variable? Now variable is basically a place to store certain value. It's a label to a value. So for example, if I want to assign a certain value such as 100 to a variable, I can do so in Python. So I'm renaming my variable, I'm creating my variable as var. Could be anything, could be x, could be y, could be z. And I can assign a value of 120 to it. And if I simply give the print command, the system gives me the value of this particular variable. It's 120. I can assign this value to another variable. I can add certain value to this variable. And likewise, I can do any mathematical operation in it. I can also assign the value of a string or the words to a variable. And if I print, yes. So what we saw here, that initially we assigned a value of 120 to this variable. So this operator, which is called as equal to, is actually an assignment operator. So using this operator, we can assign the value which is present on the right hand side, that is 120, to a value on the left hand, that is var. Here I have assigned the value of the variable var to another variable var2. And here again I have reassigned the value of this is new word to the variable var. So now the initial value of 120 has been overwritten by this particular value. Variable is a very important concept, and all the programs invariably use variables. Okay, let us quickly jump into some actual calculation examples, into some actual mathematical operation examples of Python. So the first one is we will be converting Fahrenheit temperature to Celsius. And here I'll also introduce a new method which is called as the input methods. So this var will take input from the user. Let me open the Python shell. Let me open the program which has been created, celsius.py. Let me explain you how the program works. So we all know the Fahrenheit temperature is 1.8 C plus 32, which is actually C being the temperature in Celsius. So please observe here closely, hash is something which is called as comment operator in Python. That means anything I'm writing after hash will not be considered for execution by Python. So it's a good way to put your comments in here. So by this logic, my C would be F minus 32 divided by 1.8. That is, my temperature in Celsius would be following this particular formula. So in the first line of this particular program, I am printing out a statement which says, please enter temperature in Fahrenheit. So the program at this point of time will await user input. As soon as user gives his input in this particular operator, this value would be stored in a variable called as f. This value is converted into a float. Float is when we are converting the input given by user, which is in a string, into float. This particular value will be now getting stored in this variable called as f. Now here I am calculating the value of Celsius by using this formula. Pretty simple. And I'm just printing out the temperature now in Celsius. So I'm writing out the temperature in Celsius is, comma, converting this particular float point into an integer and printing it out. Let us run this module. So to run this module, I simply need to go to run, click on run module. I can do it by clicking F5 also. So the program now runs here. It asks me to enter temperature in Fahrenheit. I say 100. The temperature in Celsius is 37. So that's how the program responds to me. So in case I've written the program for the first time, this will be applicable for the entire point of time. I can actually just input this data into this program and the system will automatically calculate. That is the power of Python. Moving back to our example summary. Okay, let us calculate the area of a square. So the concept is the area of a square is side multiplied by side, wherein the side of the square is inputted in the variable s. So how will the algorithm follow for this particular program? That we will seek user input measurement of side of square using the input function. We'll calculate area by the formula which is on the top. We'll also create the output and then show the output to the user. Let us close our Celsius programming. Let us move to the Python shell. And let me open the script which we have created for the calculation of the area for a square. So how the script looks like. It's a 4-line script. Similar to the last time, it says please enter side of the square. It will await for the user input here, convert it into integer and assign it to side. Now the area is side multiplied by side, and again I'm printing the area of a square is area. This is the variable which I'm putting or picking from here itself. Let us run it. Again, the Python module opens up. It asks me to enter the side of a square. I enter 5, it gives me the answer as 25 directly. Pretty simple, isn't it? Let us jump to our next example. It's a bit complex and it has two output using one input. So we are calculating the surface volume and the area of cylinder. The radius of cylinder is r, the height of cylinder is h, and we already know the constant pi, which is 22 divided by 7. Now the volume of cylinder is pi r square h. This is the formula. The surface area is 2 pi r square plus 2 pi r h. So using these formulas and the input, we'll now create a program to calculate the surface volume and the area of cylinder based upon the input given by the user. Let me move back to the Python shell and open the script which has been created, which I'll explain just now. So here we are defining pi as something which is 22 by 7. And for height, we are actually awaiting the input of the user. So as soon as the program starts, the system will print out the sentence called as height of cylinder and will await here for the input of the user. So user such as me will enter the height of the cylinder. The program will go to the next sentence. It will await for the user to input the radius of the cylinder. Here I'll await the radius I'll input the radius of the cylinder. The system will simply calculate the volume. Volume is pi h radius into radius. Now we can use the previous power operator which I've showed in the next example. Surface area is 2 pi r h into 2 pi r square. So I'm putting a power operator to the radius, and the system is calculating this particular value, assigning it to a variable called as surface area, similar to the one which we did last. And the system then prints the volume converts the volume into float and prints it. Surface area converts the volume into float and prints it. So in this case, it will not make a difference. But I'll show you how exactly it will be when I use int in place of float. Let us run this program now as it is. So once I run the module, the system asks me to input the radius of cylinder. I'll say 5. Sorry, the height of cylinder, I'll say 10. It asks for the radius, that would be 5. The system simply prints the volume and surface area, does all the calculation. Now here I'm seeing that the digit count after decimal is huge. I do not want that much data. So what I can do to my program, instead of float, if I write as int, the system will convert it into integer. It will only give me the data which is before decimal point. On quickly running the module, I'm presented with the screen to enter the height of the cylinder, which I'm again entering as 10. The radius of the cylinder, entering as 5. Yes, so you saw it. The volume is now coming as 785 and surface area is 471. So int is something which does not contain decimal, while float is a number which contains decimal and contains many digits after decimal. So with this, I'll close the discussion for today.